Hello everyone, Grand Harrier here with another replay video for you. Today we're going to have the top 4 of the Duel Links Meta Weekly number 367, January 27th, 2025. The first match is going to be in the top 4. I did have to record this one on my phone as I had a power outage at the time. So I do hope that this ends up being all right. We are going to have AB versus Phoebe, and this is going to be Lyrilusc Pure versus Salamangreat. Why don't we go ahead and get on in it? Now, many are going to be wondering just how good are some of the older decks going to be against the new meta threats. And I think we're going to see here that Lyrilusc can more than hold its own. We are going first here. We are going to see the activation of Bird Call, grabbing us our starter here, dumping the Cobalt to the graveyard, which will be met with an effect of Baylor. That's okay though, we got Kinkabayu, which is going to get us right back into our plays, searching for the Warbler. Rather, Wagtail, excuse me. Gonna go for our first Exy summon. Nightingale to the field. Now, Salamangreat does run a lot of tech cards, but they will theoretically have difficulty with something like an untargetable monster if they don't draw into them. Their removal tends to be targeting and destruction based, although not all of them, of course. The rest it'll Starling get but boosting. We're gonna go ahead and add our Barrel Canary so we can make our final end board piece, which of course is gonna be our Ensemble Robin. Using our continuous spell, we're gonna give it plenty of materials, 5 bounces. Activating Nightingale to make sure that we do not take any damage for the turn. Can Phoebe break through this board? We're going to go for the foul off of the skill, being able to lock down those back row. Going for 1 before searching Spinny to lock down the other. AB doesn't seem to mind one bit, as we will just begin bouncing with the Ensemble Robin. We did not seem to find any sort of text to deal with this, so our only real option here is to brute force. Going for the cross wipe there feels like a bit of a waste. MST on the back row, which is a Hallowed Life Barrier, but I do think that we're going to potentially see a funny interaction here. Hallowed Life Barrier, of course, does not actually stop the reflect damage of the Recital Starling, a fact that a lot of people probably don't actually know, because it doesn't seem very intuitive. How am I taking damage if I can't take any damage? However, in this case, it is one of the quirks of Yu-Gi-Oh! Rules, wherein the Recital player is the one taking the damage. They're then just transferring it to you, making you take it. Don't ask questions, it just works. We will, however, be able to keep ourselves from actually getting lethal through the graveyard effect of the Salamangreat of Fire. A good showcase of just how useful that effect can actually be. Unfortunately, we did run into the situation where we didn't draw into anything to be able to play through our opponent's board. Unfortunate there. Go ahead and grab the next game. Game number 2. We're gonna see the Salamangreat player go first here. But we are gonna potentially discover another weakness of the deck. I don't know if it would be called a weakness. Activating our skill here. We are going to go for the Fire Search, grabbing the Gazelle. Does not seem to be any hand traps from AB, so the Salad player is going to be able to combo to their heart's content. Balinks into Gazelle. Get dumping, get searching, grab the Sanctuary here. Spinny back to the field. Mirage Stalio. Summon and search will follow. It really is going to come down to the techs once again. As previously mentioned, the fact that we rely on targeted spin from the Mirage Stalio or pops from the reincarnation of our Pyro Phoenix, both of which the bird player can actually effectively dodge. We are filling up our hand here, adding the recurrence back to our hand for the follow-up triple back row. Mystical Space Typhoon, 1 and 2. Forcing out the shell here, we're gonna go ahead and go for a quick play Link Summon. Bringing out the Sunlight Wolf, triggering the Wolf, triggering the Gazelle. We're gonna reset here. Inkabio going for the Cobalt Sparrow because we actually could have interrupted here if we did not hit the shell. Unfortunately, we are gonna have no actual way to deal with that. Goes for the Recital here. Feral Canary. Likely gonna go for the Nightingale here. Yes, indeed. Salads can be great at the grind game, forcing the game to go long enough to make use of their proactive plays, but defensively it really just does come down to, did you draw the out? Showing that we did in fact draw into our third and final MST, the BM, as the bird player takes game number 2 for a 2-0 victory. I think there's a very high likelihood that we have to expect Lyrilusc to continue to be part of the meta game going forward. All right. And with that concluded, we can move into the grand finals. Bit of a spicy one here. Into the grand finals, of course, AB on Lyrilusc, but on the other side of the table, we are gonna have JVC, who is well known for being an Infernoble player. Battling through 5 and 6 rounds apiece to make it to the grand finals. Let's see just what both duelists can do. Now, Infernoble did get some new support. I do believe that the battling boxer, the name did not have this actually prepared. There's a new battling boxer support. We'll look at the deck list after the match here. We are going to have Infernoble going first, which is where you want to be. Gonna go Durandal on our tuner, get searching, grabbing a copy of Ogier to the field, dumping our Astolfo. I see a 4 plus, I'm sorry, we level modulated. Modulating our level here to gain 2 levels, allowing us to make it to Chevalier de Fleur level 8, that's 6 plus 2. As we are a wind synchro, the necro synchron of course will trigger here, allowing us to get to the glow up bulb. I'm gonna re-add the Ogier to hand. No, sorry, the Astolfo to hand. Gets into the Roland, glow up bulb, return to the field, into the Charles. Classic line here. Activate Astolfo effect. Get to a level 8, get dumping. There we go. Battle Boxer Chief second. During your main phase, you can normal summon 1 Battle Boxer in addition to your normal summoner set. We don't really care about that part, however, when an opponent's monster declares an attack while you control a warrior or fire monster, you can special summon this card from your hand, and if you do negate that attack, then banish 1 monster on the field until the end phase. A good defensive option against something like Nightingale, which will lose all of its materials when it gets banished, and stopping the ability to go for lethal. Can also be used against just like the recital attempts to crash. During the end phase, we are going to attach the Excalibur, making our Charles untargetable. We'll also attach the Roland, popping it, however, to get a search for a Gearfried. All right. So giving us a searchable way to deal with a matchup like the Bird OTK strategy. We do have Crow for the Roland, so we're not going to get popped here. Able to get into our assembled Nightingale without any sort of interruption. Inkabayo bring back. Ooh, gets rid of the assembled Nightingale here. Going for a recital Starling. Starling effect. Boosting the Kinkabayo. Looks like we want to just have a way to deal with the Charles. Barbler, bring out the Sparrow. Sparrow adding another copy of Barrel Country. Okay, no, we are just going to go for the Ensemble Robin. 1500 attack from the 3 materials, making a Promenade Thrush. Chief second, get Bonitian. We will take out the Charles. And then our opponent will lose to time. We were in a good position, though. No interruption other than that 1 back row. Definitely are in a position where we really do need more time in this game. We say it time and time again. Don't forgive me the pun there. However, it really is a different game from when we first started those many years ago. Okay, Infernoble going first once again, searching for Ogier. Ogier dumping the Immortal Phoenix Gearfried. We're going to use our skill to get to the Necro Synchron, modulating our level, allowing us to bring forth the Chevalier de Fleur. Ooh, we do have an additional play that we can make in this deck, going for the Power Tool Braver Dragon instead of our Charles here, the Limit 1 bundle Synchro monster. If this card is special summoned, you can equip up to 3 equipped spells with different names from your deck and or graveyard to this card. During the main phase, quick effect, you can send 1 to the graveyard, target an effect monster on the field, either change its position or negate its effects. Let us see what we go for here. We are going for Durandal, which is going to give us a search. We're going to go for the Joyce, which is going to be able to special summon a Fire Warrior. And we go for Life Extreme, equipped only to an Earth Synchro monster. If it battles an opponent's monster, the opponent's monster loses 1500 attack. Once per turn, if a monster's battle position is changed, you can target 1 card on the field, destroy it. If this card is sent from the spell zone to the graveyard, you contribute 1 Power Tool Synchro monster, special summon 1 Life Stream Dragon. Okay, interesting. Are going to return the Phoenix Gearfried. Oh, adding a Renaud as well. Blow up bulb, return to the field. A Astolfo effect. Oh, I must admit, I've not actually seen this particular line. We do get to the Roland. Renaud adding the Phoenix Gearfried back to hand. We're going to use our skill to get to our Sorcier de Fleur, which is right back where we wanted to be with the Charles Gearfried to the field as well. Adding the Battle and Boxer Chief second. So, what are we going to end our turn with here? Grabbing a Battle and Boxer Veil as well. So we have a quick effect battle position change, which can lead to a pop or a negate. We have a quick effect pop with the Roland, and we have a monster negate with the Gearfried, as well as protection in the form of Battle and Boxer Veil and Battle and Boxer Chief second. A very impressive turn 1 board here. We're going to go for the dump of Wagtail, Barrel Canary. We will eat the negate here, sacrificing Excaliburn. Normal summoning, though, will allow us to activate Sapphire Swallow to bring out our Cobalt. This is going to elicit the Roland effect to go for the Charles Pop here. Bird humming, allowing us to get to a Sapphire Swallow. Gonna go Life Extreme, get popping, leaving our opponent on 1 back row and absolutely no chance. Adding the Roland back to hand, we're gonna go ahead and force out that back row, go to attack position, and our opponent, having no choice, will bow the head in surrender. That's a heck of an upgrade to the Infernoble deck. Very impressive. We're gonna have to see if we can expect more out of the deck going forward, but compared to the end board that they were usually getting to before, that is a very, very impressive upgrade. Now, obviously, Jay did benefit from going first in both of these scenarios. However, I don't think we should look, we should necessarily hold that against them. Go ahead and bring up the deck list here and explore it together. So what are the notable changes here? We do, of course, add the Battle and Boxer Chief second, an additional form of protection. We have the new equips. And our extra deck lineup has changed slightly, obviously running the Power Tool Braver Dragon. Very nice. Well, that will go ahead and bring this particular video to an end. I do appreciate you guys leaving the feedback. I am looking to improve this. This is not something that I normally do, but it has been positively received so far, and I am going to definitely try and improve the quality going forward, both commentary, understanding the meta, and just the overall setup. But again, this particular one was a bit scuffed due to some IRL circumstances, but as the Meta Weekly tagline goes, every single week, bro. And we will definitely find a way to bring tournament experiences to the players no matter what, and bring commentary to you. Yeah, let us know what else you would like to see, what decks in particular you might like to get some insight on. So far, I have just been taking the top end of tournaments, but if there are any particular matchups in general that you might like to see or explore, I'd appreciate you letting me know as well. Until next time, this has been Grand Harrier. Very much.